The presidential ketchup boat is filled to the brim and ready to go. This morning on the freshly paved over Rose Garden, our commander-in-chief presided over an important American tradition, the annual pardon of the turkeys, which at this point are the only thing Trump hasn't pardoned this year. These are the birds that were spared. Their names are Gobble and Waddle, which is what Trump does every night at dinner. Gobble and Waddle. Thank you.
This was a disastrous landing back to Florida as Donald Trump fled Washington, D.C. This is the height of Donald Trump being deranged. While he was on Air Force One, he was asked, "Hey, Donald, people are heading into Thanksgiving, feeling very worried. Will you just agree to extend the Affordable Care Act subsidies so people aren't worried that they're going to lose their health care, Donald?" And he goes, "Nope. I don't want that. I don't want to extend the health care subsidies. I don't like that at all. I don't want to do it." Watch what he says on Air Force One. Play this clip.
Are you planning to extend those subsidies?
I'd rather not. Somebody said I want to extend them for 2 years. I don't want to extend them for 2 years. I'd rather not extend them at all. It may be some kind of an extension may be necessary to get something else done, because the Unaffordable Care Act has been a disaster. It's a disaster. And I said it was when it first got put in. Unfortunately, we lost a couple of Republican votes, and the Democrats voted for it. It's a Democrat plan. And the premiums are going up, and it's the Democrats' fault. But, you know, they are negotiating with me. It's very interesting. They want to see something happen.
Who are you talking to on the Democrat side? I can't tell you, but we have a lot of Democrats want this plan to happen. They would love to see the money go to the people, and the people go out and get their own health care. And there would be nothing like it.
President Trump is a failed leader. He will go down in history as the worst president ever. The good thing is that he soon will be as irrelevant as an old tweet.
What could be more horrifying than the Terminator pursuing you? Jimmy Kimmel and Arnold Schwarzenegger working together, up to make fun of you on national television. And Donald Trump repeatedly discovered this the hard way. This goes beyond a single viral incident. This is about years of Arnold completely dismantling Trump with some of the most vicious takedowns in political history, and Kimmel providing him with the ideal platform to do so. We are discussing a legendary bodybuilder who went on to become governor and told a sitting president that he looked like a tiny wet noodle.
The turkeys being pardoned today go by the names of Gobble and Waddle. When I first saw their pictures, I thought we should send them, I shouldn't say this. I was going to call them Chuck and Nancy. But then I realized I wouldn't be pardoning them. I would never pardon those two people. I wouldn't pardon them. I wouldn't care what Melania told me. Darling, I think it would be a nice thing to do. I won't do it, darling.
I like when he takes us inside his relationship. Darling, why do you throw up when I open my robe? What are you doing, darling?
Hey, Donald, I have a great idea. Why don't we switch jobs? You take over TV because you're such an expert in ratings, and I take over your job. And then people can finally sleep comfortably again.
As Congresswoman Kathy Castor says, got it, right before Thanksgiving, health care for 20 million Americans isn't your priority on your way to your resort that's being funded by the taxpayers. Then Donald Trump is asked a question about Ukraine. Do you think that Ukraine was being asked to give up too much land back to Russia, basically all of eastern Ukraine? Then Donald Trump just spews the Russian propaganda, which shouldn't surprise us at this point because Trump and his whole regime is compromised by Putin. And Donald Trump says, I don't think so. One way or another, he says, Putin's going to take over Ukraine regardless. So I guess Ukraine can do whatever it wants. Here, play this clip.
Do you think that Ukraine was being asked to give too much land back to Russia? I know at one point you said they shouldn't have to give any back.
It's really up. Look, the way it's going, if you look, it's just moving in one direction. So eventually that's land that over the next couple of months might be gotten by Russia anyway. So do you want to fight and lose another 50, 60,000 people? Or do you want to do something now? In some cases, the land is going in the other direction. So they're negotiating. They're trying to get it done. You want to have a border. You can't have a border that goes through a highway or a border that goes through the middle of a town. So that doesn't work.
So it's a long, complicated process, and very, very sad because so many people are being killed.
We are discussing late-night TV incidents that caused Trump to become enraged and post at 3 in the morning. And we're discussing a feud that began over TV ratings and culminated in Arnold calling Trump the worst president in American history while brandishing a sword. You haven't heard the whole story, so let me walk you through it. We're going to reveal several moments that the mainstream media entirely ignored. So before we get started, please click the subscribe button. It all began with an apprentice quarrel. Thus, this is where the whole thing started. Trump will take office as president in January 2017. What does he do, too? Does he concentrate on, I'm not sure, managing the nation? No, not at all. He is criticizing Arnold Schwarzenegger's TV ratings on Twitter.
I want to ask you a quick question about Donald Trump because, you guys both hosted The Apprentice. You don't necessarily see eye to eye on most things. He listed his weight at 215 pounds. You are one of the foremost experts on the male physique, bodybuilding, etc. When you size him up, what would you guess that man weighs?
You know, I don't really know how much he weighs. I can tell you one thing, that if you would ask me what should you do for fitness, I would just say run around yourself 3 times, and you're going to be in great shape.
Now, most presidents at the turkey pardon keep it light. They make a few bad puns, they wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving, and they go back to work. But that's not Donald Trump. Donald Trump used the opportunity to brag about all the wars he's ending, how low his imaginary prices are now, and out of nowhere took shots at the mayor of Chicago and the governor of Illinois.
The mayor was a low IQ person. The mayor is incompetent, and the governor is a big fat slob.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. I mean, seriously, though. He says a lot of crazy stuff. In that same press conference, he said there have been no murders in Washington, D.C. in the last 6 months because of him. There have been 62 murders in Washington, which already indicates a vivid imagination. But does he really look at himself in the mirror and go, I am